Kumar, history class 11th class. I am Jagdish Kumar, qualification MBA, designation lecturer in history, स्कूल HSS नागसनी, डिस्ट्रिक्ट किश्तवाड़। और आज का हमारा टॉपिक है वही यूनिट 5th और नोमेडिक एम्पायर यूनिट का नाम। क्वेश्चन है हमारा, व्हाट डू यू नो अबाउट द कन्क्वेस्ट ऑफ मंगोल्स आफ्टर द डेथ ऑफ मोंट, आल्सो ब्रीफली मेंशन देयर रिलेशन विद अदर स्टेट्स। तो मंगोल्स की कन्क्वेस्ट के बारे में और इनकी रिलेशन टू स्टेट्स के साथ कैसे थे। स्केच द रिलेशन ऑफ मंगोल्स विद अदर स्टेट्स। द डेथ ऑफ मंगोल in 1259 CE was a signal for the disintegration of the Mongol Empire. Mutual strife broke out amongst the various Mongol dynasties for securing supreme authority. As a result, several Mongol dynasties established their autonomous states. तो बहुत से autonomous state इसकी बनी थी. A brief description of some of the famous dynasties and their mutual relation with one another is as under. यान dynasty, तो इसी मंगोल्स की एक यान dynasty थी. Monk died all of a sudden in 1259 CE. तो monk जो था वो 1259 में उसकी मृत्यु होती है अचानक. Taking advantage of the situation, Arikbuka, the younger son of Toli, convened a meeting of the Kurilatai and announced his appointment as a Khan. तो उसने अपने आप को अनाउंस किया एज ए खान. The elder brother of Arikbuka, Kubilai Khan, was at that time busy in his South Chinese expedition. तो कुबलाई खान चाइना expedition में busy था. He was at the verge of victory when he heard the news about Monk demise. Therefore, he hurriedly entered into a treaty with the Sung ruler. तो उसने संग रूलर के साथ अपने ताल्लुकात अच्छे किए. He had just reached Peking. वो पीकिंग पहुंचा चाइना में. when he heard the news about the accession of Arikbuka, जब उसने आरिकबुका के accession के बारे में सुना. hence Kublai Khan made up his mind to stay in China. तो उसने चाइना में ही ठहरने का फैसला किया. पहले तो एक्सपेडिशन पर आया था, लेकिन जब यहाँ पर तख्ता पलट हुआ तो उसने चाइना में ही रहने का फैसला किया. he declared the establishment of Yan dynasty in Peking 1260 CE. तो 1260 CE में उसने वहाँ पीकिंग में अपना राज स्थापित किया. Kublai Khan proved to be an able and a great ruler. तो Kublai Khan एक एबल रूलर था. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ही कंसोलिडेटेड हिज पोजीशन इन नॉर्थ चाइना. तो Kublai Khan ने नॉर्थ चाइना अपनी पोजीशन स्ट्रांग की. ही स्ट्रेंथेंड हिज फोर्सेज. देयर आफ्टर ही डिफीटेड आरिकबुका. उसने आरिकबुका को हराया इन 1280 CE. Kublai Khan succeed in defeating the Sung ruler of the South China. तो Kublai Khan जो था उसने साउथ चाइना संग रूलर को भी हराया. Undoubtedly it was a great achievement on the part of Kublai Khan. तो Kublai Khan की सबसे बड़ी अचीवमेंट थी, सफलता थी. Thereafter he vanquished the rulers of Burma, Champa and Cambodia. Kublai Khan not only expanded his empire to a large extent but also consolidated it. तो उसने अपना राज का विस्तार किया और राज किया. He allowed the tradition prevailing in China to continue. He constructed several new roads. उसने नई सड़कें बनाई and got the old roads repaired. पुरानी सड़कें रिपेयर की. He planted shady trees on the roadside and constructed rest houses for the welfare of travelers. He encouraged education. उसने उनके एजुकेशन को बढ़ावा दिया, स्कूल खोली. He introduced remarkable reforms in the field of civil service. He took several steps with an aim of strengthening the economic condition of the state. He introduced paper currency. उसने paper currency भी शुरू की थी in 1282 CE. He also took several steps to check the recurrence of famines. Irrespective of the fact that Kublai Khan had an inclination of Buddhism, तो उसने बुद्धिज्म इख्तियार किया था, बुद्ध धर्म इख्तियार किया था, he continued to follow the path of religious tolerance towards other religion. The great traveler from Venice, Marco Polo, stayed at his court from 1275 to 1292 CE. He has highly praised the rule of Kublai Khan in his traveler. According to a famous historian, Usher, Kublai Khan was a giant figure in the tumultuous centuries of the Middle Ages, standing astride the world like a colossus, ruling more territory, more subjects than any other monarch on the face of the earth. He braved the two worlds, east and west, then unknown each other. His reign was a great gleam of light and reason in the dark and centuries went before which followed. Kublai Khan died 1294 CE. His successor did not prove to be equally capable. Thus, the Yuan dynasty came to an end in China in 1368 CE, and it was taken over by Ming dynasty. तो उसके जो सक्सेस थे वो कामयाब नहीं हो सके और वहाँ ये जो डायनेस्टी थी चाइना की 1368 में वो मिंग डायनेस्टी के हाथ में चली गई. सेकंड Khanid dynasty. In 1256 CE, Monk transferred the reign of Iran to his younger brother Hilgu. Hilgu established the second Khanid dynasty here. तो हिलगू खान ने सेकंड डिनेस्टी स्थापित की. ही कंटिन्यूड पेइंग नॉमिनल ट्रिब्यूट टू द खान्स. वो खान को ट्रिब्यूट देता रहता था. इन फैक्ट ही एंजॉयड ग्रेट पावर्स लाइक एन इंडिपेंडेंट रूलर. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ही क्रश्ड हिज एनिमीज इन ईरान. उसने ईरान में अपने एनिमी हरा दिए थे. द मोस्ट आउटस्टैंडिंग अचीवमेंट ऑन हिज पार्ट वाज ऑक्यूपेशन ऑफ बगदाद इन 1258 CE. His assassination, the Khalifa of Baghdad. He assassinated the उसने खलीफा बगदाद का भी कत्ल किया था, al-Mustism, and in this way brought an end of the Abbasid dynasty. The assassination of the Khalifa resulted in turmoil throughout the Muslim world. They started believing Mongols to be a scourge befalling them due to the annoyance of God Almighty. Hilgu tried to occupy Syria. Hilgu ने सीरिया पर भी कब्जा करने की कोशिश की 1260 CE, but he had to face a humiliation at the hands of Egypt forces. So it was due to the fact that this time the Mongols had developed a special interest in China, और मंगोल ने सबसे ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट चाइना में दिया. Secondly, they had sent a handful of soldiers to face the Egyptian force. तो उन्होंने फोर्स भेजी इजिप्ट के लिए. Thirdly, by this time, mutual strips had broken out amongst the various Mongol dynasties. It resulted in giving severe jolt to their strength. Hilgu reign is prominently known for the impetus given to the Persian literature. The most outstanding Persian historian of his time was Joni. He wrote the history of the conqueror of the world 1260 CE. In it, he threw an invaluable light on the period from beginning of the reign of Genghis Khan to the year 1258 CE. Hilgu also introduced several remarkable economic reforms भी की थी. History of conqueror of the world 1260 in it threw an invaluable light on the period from beginning of the reign Genghis Khan to the year 1258 CE. Hilgu also introduced several remarkable reforms. Genghis Khan is successor of Hilgu. तो जंगीज़ खान हिलगू का सक्सेस था, उसका बेटा था, राजगद्दी पर बैठा. also proved to be an able ruler. He ruled from 1295 to 1304 CE. He was the first second Khan ruler to convert Islam. उसने इस्लाम धर्म कबूल किया था. He was due to the fact that he owned his rule to Muslims for their outstanding support. He conquered several territories. Ghazan Khan did not favor the idea of looting and agriculture peasants. His prime minister Rishiuddin was a famous Persian historian. He compiled chronicle named Jami ul Tawarikh. All his successors proved to be incapable and indolent. Thus, the second Khanid dynasty came to an end in 1349 CE. Jochid dynasty. Another prominent dynasty of the Mongol was Jochid dynasty. जोची वॉज द एल्डेस्ट जंगीज़ खान सन, तो जंगीज़ खान का बड़ा बेटा था जोची. Genghis Khan has transferred the realm of Russian steppe to him in 1224 CE. This realm is also known as Southern Russia or Golden Horde. Jochi died in 1227 CE. He was succeeded by his younger son Batu. He proved to be an able ruler. He conquered entire Russia. उसने रशिया को भी जीता था कुछ भाग, Poland and Austria during his campaign from 1236 to 1242 CE. Thus, he expanded the Golden Horde to a large extent. He took several significant steps with an aim to consolidate the realm under him. He strengthened the economy. He also modernized forces. He died in 1256 CE. His success continued to rule up to 1359 CE. तो इसी के साथ हमारा क्वेश्चन यहीं पर समाप्त होता है. नमस्कार.